Normal disclaimer, if anything doesn't feel right or is too difficult, it is a mixed level class, so I will be giving options on easier versions, or modify the exercise yourself if you feel you need to. We don't want to be feeling things in our back, we want to be feeling it in our core, alright? So if something doesn't feel right, just stop doing that exercise and continue on afterwards, okay? Perfect. Alright, so let's start with our feet together, please. Up nice and tall. I'm going to open out my feet and then have my heels behind my toes, and we're going to bounce. So if you've been sitting at your desk all day, let's shake it all out, get you moving a bit. And then I'm going to come to a nice little standing position. So I've got my knees slightly bent, slight little activation of my core, and we're going to go into some heel raises. So I pop up by pushing through my toes and back down, okay? So give me a handful of these. So slight little activation as I'm pressing through the balls of the toes to lift the body weight up through the ankles and calves. Good stuff. Now I'm going to come up and stay up on my tippy toes, and I'm going to squat. So I'm going to squat down and stand up. So I'm staying on my toes if I can. So if you're able to stay on your toes, as you come up and down, lovely balance, try not to fall over. Ooh, as I lose it there myself, sorry. I'll do two more. One more, now stay down here, come on, and let's bounce. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we come. Ooh. Yes, that is a tough one. All right, good stuff. So from here, we're going to do a nice little roll down. So shake it out, no tension. Take a breath in. Going to bring my chin to my chest and just going to roll down. Nice and relaxed. Hang there, no tension in my head or my neck. I'm going to breathe in, and I'm going to push through my feet and stack up through my spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. Let's go again. Release the tension of the day. Inhale, chin to chest, down we go. Hang out down there. Take a breath in. Exhale, push up through the feet. Really stack up through the spine, all the way up. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. Excellent. I'm going to take my arms into this position. So I'm pinching my shoulder blades at the back a little bit, and I'm just going to draw up as I reach to the ceiling, and then I'm going to pull down, get the arms to travel past the mid-range point and back up again, okay? So up and down I go. So I'm trying to get the elbows to draw down, so you should feel tension between your shoulder blades as you move up and down. So again, this should be a nice one to do if you've been at your desks all day again. Up and down. One more. Draw down. And back up. Reach, 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 reach. And then from here, I'm going to come to this position again, and I'm just going to rotate to the right. Try and keep those arms in that T position. Bring back to center. Rotate to the left, and try and not let your pelvis roll with you. So try and keep the hips pointing forward as you're rotating round. Lovely stuff. I'm going to go one more to my left. Excellent work. And relax. Shake out those shoulders. So, similar kind of upper body release. Two hands to the front. Again, I'm thinking about keeping the pelvis pointed straight at you. And I'm going to rotate round, draw my right arm back behind me. And I'm going to look back at my right hand, but I'm keeping my pelvis pointing forward. Then I'm going to bring that back through. And switch, so like you're pulling on a bow and arrow. I'm going to pull back on my left arm, look back behind me as I reach back, and then come through. One more to each side, draw that right elbow back, rotate round, look back behind you. Keep your hips pointing forward. Come back through. And one more to my left. Hips point forward, draw back. And back through. Lovely, and relax. Good. I feel it in the shoulders. Yeah, it's nice. So this time I'm going to reach up and to my right. So I've got my left hand. I'm going to side bend up and over as I stretch And I want to really push my hips to my left as I'm reaching right over. And I'm staying square to the floor. Then I'm coming back up. Side bend over to my left now. Reach, stretch, 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 stretch. Open up that lower back as well. Come back through to my right. Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. Good one. Relax with the breathing. And one more. Excellent stuff. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Perfect. Lovely. Good work. Okay, that's a nice little opener for the upper body. So we're just going to walk out. So we do our little walkouts that we've done in the past. So again, nice and relaxed. Just going to hinge forward. Walk the hands out along the mat. Pause and hold. Drop the hips. You can rest them on or rest your knees on the mat. And then I'm going to pike up, push up through like a downward dog if you're into your yoga. Then I'm going to come forward, drop the hips again, and downward dog again. And one more of them. Drop through, drop the knees, look through. And downward dog one more time. And back onto all fours. Okay. Lovely. So from here then, I'm going to go into some Supermans. All right, so I'm on all fours, draw my belly button in, nice flat back, and I'm just going to lengthen left arm, right leg. Nice and stable. Come back in and switch right arm, left leg. Perfect. So in and out we go. So give me a 3 or 4 on each side. You want to be nice and long. Don't lift up that back leg too much, okay? So you want to form a nice straight line from your fingertips to your toes. And we've got a lovely smooth transition. Try not shift from side to side with your body weight. Draw that belly button in as you're switching sides. Good stuff. Excellent work. Then you can just sit back into child pose, stretch that out. Then I'm going to come forward, drop the hips again. Looking through. Then back into child pose. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then forward into my little back extension. Now as I hold this position, I'm just going to turn to look over my right shoulder. I'm getting a bit of a twist through my upper back and lower back, I suppose. And then coming back around to my left. Repeat to the right. And repeat to the left. All right, lovely. Okay, so that should have woken us up from sitting at our desks all day. Let's spin around onto our backs. Okay, so feet flat on the mat. We're going to start with a nice pelvic tilt and press through the feet up into a nice shoulder bridge. So give me 5 of these and roll back down again. So you're really trying to think about articulating your spine, pushing through your feet, peeling your spine off the mat. Pause and hold at the top and coming back down. Excellent work. So I'm going to do a couple more of those. Getting a cramp in my right foot. And back down. And just breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. We should be always kind of breathing out on the difficult part of the exercise. Well, you can switch that sometimes if you like, actually, but just make sure you're breathing. Okay, so I'm coming up for my 5th one, and I'm going to stay up, connected nice and solidly through my feet. I'm going to take my left leg into tabletop, and I'm going to toe tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to place that left foot back down, take up the right leg into tabletop. No break. And give me about 5 taps on that side. Good connection now, firmly squashing that left foot into the mat. I'll do 2 more. Excellent stuff. Roll back down out of that. Give myself a wee little hug of the knees. Excellent. From here then I'm going to go back into my bridge. Extend my left leg out straight. Take it up, draw down. Take it up and down. So I'm flexing through my ankle, point the toes to the ceiling, then pull them back to me and draw down through the heel. Toes up, heel down. 2 more. Try and stay nice and still through that right side now. Excellent. Swap feet. Extend the right leg now. Toes up, heel down. Excellent work. So about 5 on this side. Good connection through the left side now. Don't forget about it. 1 more. Lovely jubbly. And back down. Another little hug. Excellent work. Now, hold on to your right leg. Extend your left leg. Nice neutral pelvis, and let's switch. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Okay, so I'm just switching from one leg into tabletop and extend the other leg. Slow and controlled. 10, 9, 8. I'm still thinking about my neutral pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to finish by holding my left leg. I'm holding my left leg and I'm just going to pulse my right leg up and down 10 times, short little pulses. Keep that core tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Keep the right leg still. Pulse the left. Yeah. Think about anchoring the left leg off your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all back in. Give it another little hug. Just rock your legs, your knees from side to side. Massage that lower back. Let's do some little circles through that lower back by getting the knees to circle. Reverse your wee circles. All right, lovely. And back down. Okay, excellent. So we're going to build up through some beginner stuff right up to a little bit of tougher stuff, okay? And this is more about control. So throughout the whole of this exercise, I want you to think about having a spirit level across your waist, all right? And you want to keep that little bubble in between the 2 lines. So 2 feet parallel, hip distance apart. I'm going to lower my left knee out to the side, but I don't want my right hip and right leg riding up with the left leg. And then lift that left leg back in. So I'm just going to do 3 of these, slowly out as I lower the left leg, open up the hip. Don't let the right leg move. That right knee should stay in line with your hip. And 1 more out to the left. Good stuff. And back in. Switch sides. So now I stabilize through my left, anchor it off my core, and I open up through the right knee. So this is more about control, about activation. Can you switch on through your core? Can you keep your hips parallel to the floor without letting them roll up to the side? 1 more on my right. Good job. Now, left leg into tabletop. Same thing, keeping that right knee anchored, or right leg anchored. Open up that left knee. So it's going to be heavier now. Out and back you go. Just 3 on the left. So when I'm doing this, I'm really thinking more about my right and letting that leg drift out and back, but I'm really thinking about keeping the right still. Perfect. Drop the left. Tabletop on the right. Open up that right side now. Out and back we go. Do 1 more. Perfect. Bring that back in. Lovely. So, back onto my left. So imagine you got a little pencil sticking out the top of your left knee and you're going to draw circles on the ceiling. I want you to start off with small little circles. And then I want the circles to get wider. So I'm using my knee. So you should be getting your ball and socket joint to rotate. Then I'm making that circle nice and big, but I'm still thinking about what's happening with my right leg. So I'm nice and wide, then I'm going to stop and reverse, starting wide with the left knee, and then slowly circle it back. Good stuff. And then I come back into a small little circle, and then I pause, lower the left knee, all the while thinking about keeping the hips stable. If your hips are rocking all over the mat, you're not doing it right, you're not checking in with yourself enough during the exercise. So, right leg in tabletop, knee to the ceiling, off we go with a little pencil, circling on that ceiling. Start slow, small circles. Then you can start to go a wee bit wider. And then you want to see how wide can you get that circle without losing the left leg. Good stuff. Woo. And then I'm going to come back again. I'm really working hard on those bigger circles to keep the pelvis engaged. Or stable, keep the core engaged even. And slower, smaller, smaller. Excellent. And down you go. Lovely. All right, brilliant. Okay, so if you found that challenging, excellent. Keep trying it. Okay, good stuff. So we'll do some ab work now. All right, so I'm going to go back into tabletop with both legs. If you feel these in your back, keep one foot on the mat, all right? And just do them alternating from side to side. So from here, I'm just going to extend the left leg out, take it back in. Extend the right leg out, take it back in. Give me 10 of them. I'm focusing on a neutral pelvis. As I lengthen out and back, nice and steady. We breathe through it. If you find you have to hold your breath with these, the exercise may be a bit too challenging for you. Or concentrate on your breathing and make yourself breathe through it. One more. On each side. Ooh, good stuff. And rest down. Excellent. Or stretch, whatever you want. So from here, I'm placing my hands behind my head. So these will be tougher. So I'm going to lift my head and shoulders up off the mat. Two legs go back into tabletop, and I'm still concentrating on a neutral pelvis, and I'm going to repeat them. So extend the left leg, take it in, and extend the right leg. So I'm getting a little bit more of a shake through my core, through my body, because I've got the abs already switched on, and I'm extending each leg, and I've just finished a HIIT class, so keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Pull that in, stretch it out. Okay. So, the next exercise we're going to do is a double leg extension. Tricky enough, big load on the back and in the core. If it's too much for you, you can just do toe taps to the floor, okay? So, hands down by your side first, two legs together, we just extend them out and in together. If you're not comfortable with that, just do toe taps alternating left and right like that, okay? So, out, pause and hold, and in. Out, pause and hold, and in. Now, if you're feeling these in your back, you know, maybe try something different, alternate single legs again, or whack on your core that little bit more, really brace it, because these are heavy. I'm going to do 2 more, and 1 more. Excellent, stretch that out. They are tough now, they're a bit more advanced. So we're going to do the ones with the arms behind the head and repeat them. So again, if they're a bit too challenging, you can do your toe taps instead or something. So, hands behind the head and shoulders up off the floor. Make sure you got a nice neutral pelvis. 2 legs in tabletop now. You can toe tap like that, or we're going to go back into our leg extensions, in and out. Exhale to extend and bring it in. Yep, getting a nice shake off those. Don't mind admitting it, they are tough. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Take them back in. Give them a little hug. All right, great. Okay, continue with the ab work a little bit here, all right? So I'm going to do a little crunch with a side bend, and we're going to do left and right side. So I'm going to place my right hand behind my head, and my left hand is down by my side. And as I come to crunch, I do a little reach for my left ankle, and back down. Okay, so a little crunch and a side reach for my left ankle. So give me 5, 8, 10 reps, whatever you feel you want to do. You should be feeling these down in your left lower quadrant, kind of oblique area. And you want to feel a crunch now. Exhale, crunch. Don't lift with your neck, lift with your abs. I'm going to do 2 more. If you have a sore neck, just keep your head on the ground if you need to, and just do the side reaches without the crunch, okay? All right, perfect. Let's switch sides. So I've got my left hand behind my head, right hand by my side, little crunch and a reach for the ankle. Little crunch and a reach for the ankle. Excellent stuff. Breathe out. And again, you want to feel these down in the right quadrant now. 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent stuff. Give him a little hug. Good job. Okay, feet and knees together. Arms out to the side. We'll take it down a peg. So I'm just going to do some hip twists here. So I'm going to let the knees fall to the left as you look to the right. And I'm going to squeeze, lift those knees slowly, lower them out to the right as I'm looking to my left. In and out I go. Steady, controlled. Keeping the shoulder blades on the mat all the time, everyone. Well done. 1 more to me, left and right. Excellent stuff. Okay, so we'll go on to the next level of these, which is 2 legs in tabletop. Now make sure you got those arms out wide now so you can anchor everything off. So I'm going to let the legs go to my left as I'm looking again to my right. Squeeze and lift. Out to the right as I look to the left. Squeeze and lift. Over and back. Keep it solid. Well done. 1 more to each side. And the last one. Perfect. Now, nice tough one for you. Bicycle crunches. Let's go. No rest. So left leg goes. Extend, twist to the right. Right leg goes. Twist to the left. 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice and slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely. And just to finally finish those abs off, extend that left leg, right leg in tabletop. Come on, let's go. Slow changes. Nice neutral pelvis. Nice and slow. We started with these, now we're going to finish with these. My abs are burning. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to upper body work for the moment. So I'm lying still on my back. So what we're trying to achieve here is to use the abs to prevent the rib cage from flaring up. Okay? Depending on how much mobility you have in your shoulders will dictate how far your hands can go over your head without the ribs flaring. So everybody is different. So I'm lying flat on the floor, feet bent up. I'm engaging through my core, trying to switch on those abs to hold that rib cage down as I bring those arms up over my head. Can I get them all the way to the floor without the back arching and the ribs flaring, okay? So you don't want to see your back arch and your ribs flare, and you're just coming up and down. Exhale. You kind of pin your shoulder blades to the floor and try and see, can you get your thumbs to the floor above your head. Nice and slow, exhaling through. Draw the abs in. Hold those ribs down. If you find this easy, brilliant. If you find it tough, it just means you've got tight upper back, tight thoracics. Be worthwhile doing something like this regularly enough. So this time when we get to the top, I want us to circle around with the hands back to the hips. Then I want to come all the way, open up, keep those hands on the floor all the way around to above your head and come back through the middle. All right, so the arms are just doing what they're doing. Let's go again, up over the head. I really want you thinking about your rib cage and your abs. And then scoot them around and back up again. Arching up and around and down to the floor. Lovely. Now, they're kind of like snow angels. Do another one if you wish. So I'm going to do a real nasty one. I don't even like this one now. This one gets me. So, like what we did at the start of the class in standing, bring your arms out to the side in a T position, elbows at 90 degrees. Now, I can't even get my hands to the floor now without my rib cage flaring, all right? So that's pretty bad. So from here, we're going to just slide the elbows out over the head. Hands and elbows stay on the floor if you can, and then slide them back in, down by your side a little bit. If you can keep your hands flat on the floor, fair play. Now don't force it. You might find you get a bit of a cramp between the shoulder blades or down by the side, or if it's pinching in your shoulder, just be careful. So don't force the hands down to the floor. Just slide those elbows up and down beside you. Again, they're like snow angels, but it'll really open up that upper back and those shoulders. One more. Whew. Don't like that, I tell you. Okay, good stuff. Enough of that one. All right, lovely. Let's come on to our sides. So hopefully that's really opened up everybody's upper back tonight. Okay, side bends. So I'm on my left side, so if you want to try and stick to that, you'll get the cues better. So legs are straight to my knees, then I've bent my feet behind me. Up and over I go, pressing through my left elbow. I want to get up and high and arch and back down. Okay? Really push those hips up and over. Press down through that left elbow. Keep that left shoulder nice and strong. And look straight ahead. Don't twist. If you look to the floor, you'll twist, and we don't want that. One more. Nice and steady. Push through, up and over. Exhale. Lovely. All right, good. Now I'm going to pop up and put my left hand where my elbow was. And we're going to repeat that one. So up and over you go. Very nice, everyone. Very nice. And again. We'll do 3 or 4. Nice and slow. So really concentrate on pressing your left hand, palm, fingers firmly into the mat to get you up. Excellent. Perfect. Now, we're going to do the full Monty. So this is it. I'll show you now. You can decide if you want to do it or not, or repeat what you've just done. So you make sure you get your left hand a good bit away. I've bent my right foot up, or right leg up with my right foot in front of my left, and I want to do this to finish there and back down. Okay? So you scissors your legs together. So right leg bent up, right foot in front of left, and I'm going to straighten out onto that left arm and back down. Give me 3 of those. Nice and slow and controlled. If you're not comfortable doing this, stay on the knees one. Now on the next one, we're going to pivot. As Ross says, pivot. All right, so pivot in under, get under, and back up. And one more. Pivot Get in under and back up and down. Beautiful. Stretchy, stretchy. Well done, everyone. Let's go again. Repeat it on the other side. Okay, so I'm back down on my right elbow, right shoulder, all in a line. Legs are in a straight line with my body, feet tucked behind me, up and over we go. Pushing through the elbow, pushing through the knees. Breathe in, exhale, up and over. So like when we did on the left side, just go as far as you want. If you don't want to do the full one, the full kind of side plank one, just stick to the previous exercise. One more. Good job. Excellent. Up onto your right hand now. Okay. So when you're here, your body kind of goes into a little V-sit position. So when you come up, you want to bring the hips forward a little bit so you form that straight line, and then you sit back down. And up. And back down. And one more. Up and over. And back down. Excellent. Now here's the tough one. So set up, right hand, get it a good bit away because you want to finish over your right hand. I've bent my left leg up, left foot in front of right, and I'm going to scissors into this guy. Excellent. And back down. 3 of them and 2 pivots at the end. Up you come. Good and strong through that right arm. Hopefully the wrists are okay. Up you come. From here, pivot. So I pike my hips, twist in under, come back through, pike my hips, twist in under, come back through and down. Lovely. Stretch that right shoulder now. You can see why we warmed up the shoulders a good bit today. Okay, good stuff. So I'm going on all fours. So we'll start off with a nice, easy, little gentle stretch. So we'll do some cat dogs, cat camels, whatever you want to call them. So from here, I'm going to arch my back like a cat. And then I'm going to roll the pelvis forward to look through. Arch my back up. And roll my pelvis through. Very nice. 1 or 2 more of them. And back through. Lovely. That's just to get you ready for the next one, okay? So we're going to start doing some shoulder taps. We'll do the progressions. And again, take it as far as you want in terms of wrists and shoulders and all that strength stuff. So, I'm in a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I draw that belly button in, and I'm just going to tap left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder. Let's do 10. So you're going to pick a point on the mat. It's in the midline, focused between the fingers, or the thumbs I mean, and you don't rock from side to side. This is the easy version, so if you're rocking from side to side, don't go too far from this one. And I got that core engaged all the time. I'm going to do 2 more, because I've no idea chatting. Now 1 more. Excellent. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring my hands 1 handprint forward and bring the shoulders with you. So your shoulders should stay over your hands all the time. Let's go again, 10 shoulder taps. So this is where it gets tougher. Left to right, right to left, slow and controlled. If we do it fast, we'll cheat and make life easy, and we can't do that now, can we? Good stuff. Couple more. So I really feel my core switch on now because I don't want to rock from side to side. Excellent. Just sit back and shake out those wrists if you need to. Give you a little break. Ooh, nice little click of the wrist there. So from here, we're going to go into a kind of a straight arm plank position on our knees. So we come all the way forward, provided you're happy to. So So I'm in a straight line from my shoulders to my knees. Double check your hands are under your shoulders there. Now you can cheat by widening your knees, but I didn't tell you that. And we're going to go from left to right to tap. Come on. Keep those hands wide. Don't let them sneak in under your chin. Keep them shoulder width apart. These should be tougher now. If they're too tough, bring your hands back closer to your knees. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, and stretch back. Open up those shoulders, and then shake out those wrists. Now, the next exercise, you have 2 choices. You can either do a straight arm plank on the toes, or straight arm plank on the toes with shoulder taps. All right? So whichever you like. Okay? Or you can just do a set of what we did a second ago, right? So either way, they're tough. You have to stay in your plank position until I finish tapping me shoulders. Right, here we go. So you're back into this position. You slide your left leg back, slide your right leg back, widen your feet if you're going to do shoulder taps, and let's go. Tap, 2, 3, 4, no rocking, 5, I can see you rocking from here. Where was I? Oh yeah, 1, 2, stay up, 3, 4, 5, 6, stay up, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down and stretch. Lovely stuff. How'd you find them? Tough? Good. Shake out the wrists. Okay. So just so everybody didn't miss out, we're going to do some mountain climbers now. Okay. So we'll do 10 slow mountain climbers. So similar position to what we were just in. If your wrists are getting at you and they're getting a bit tricky, just drop onto your elbows and do some elbow planks instead. If you're happier to do the mountain climbers, climb on board. Here we go. So left leg straight, right leg straight. From here, draw your belly button in. Let's go. Left knee in, right knee in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent stuff. I know, it's tough on the wrists, isn't it? Never gets easy. All right, beautiful. Let's lie flat down, give you a bit of a break. Well, I'll give the wrists a break. You're not getting a break. So I'm going to lie flat with my head on my hands. Hands are under my forehead. From here, I want to draw my belly button in, and I just want to lift my left leg off the floor. The whole leg lifts up, and the little hip bone at the front also comes an inch off the mat. Then relax back down, draw the belly button in, and lift the right leg up. So I'm kind of lifting the right leg and reaching the right leg away. So let's alternate. Make sure you have your core switched on just before you lift the leg. So you draw that belly button in and lift. Belly button in and lift. Good stuff. I'm going to do 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent. From here, keeping my belly button engaged, I'm just going to lift head and shoulders away from my hands and back down. Head and shoulders away from my hands and back down. Keeping that core engaged. And I'm still looking down at my hands. Chin tucked in, don't look in front. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, now, little tough exercise. Keep your hands there. You can have a quick look at me doing it. Take a breath in, exhale, lift up and come right up. and back down. So I've got one hand on top of the other. I lift up, push up through the hands and back down. So it's like a little push up, but I'm doing it with my two hands underneath my forehead and back down. If that's a bit too tricky for you, just continue doing what you were doing. 2 more. Breathe in, exhale. And 1 more. Perfect, lovely. And then we're going to sit back into child pose just to stretch out that back if it's a bit pinchy. Good. And then we're going to lie back down on our front. Hopefully that wasn't too difficult. That little push-up would have got the old triceps working really nicely. The old bingo wings, perfect. Okay, down we go flat. Hands down by my side, palms facing up to the ceiling. From here I'm going to draw my belly button in, and I'm just going to keep my forehead on the mat, and I'm going to lift my hands and my shoulders and draw my shoulders together and reach for my feet. And then relax. Don't lift your head. Breathe in, exhale, shoulders come back, reach for my feet. And relax. Breathe in, exhale, shoulders together, reach for my feet. And 1 more, breathe in, exhale, shoulder blades together, reach for my feet, and down. Excellent. This time I'm going to lift my head and chest off the floor as high as I feel like I want to take it. I'm going to still look down at my mat and back down. So take a breath in, draw the belly button in, shoulder blades together, reach for your feet, head and shoulders come up. Keep your feet on the mat and back down. Breathe in, exhale, still looking at the floor. Lovely. Last one. Breathe in, belly button in, exhale, reach, pinch the shoulder blades together, and relax. Nice. Okay. I'm going to bring those arms back around. So as the elbows are shoulder height at 90 degrees. So back in that kind of T position that we were in a few times already. So I'm going to do the same move I just did. So the arms are going to be heavier. So I lift head, shoulders and arms off the floor, draw the belly button in and relax. Breathe in, exhale, arms back, shoulders back and relax. 1 more, pick them up. Now hold up in the air, reach forward and draw back. So we're doing our little snow angels again, but we're face down. 1 more, head and shoulders up off the floor if you can. And down. Lovely. All right. I definitely felt that between the shoulder blades. Let's sit back and stretch that out again. Into our wee child pose. And then we're back on all fours. I just want to do some more little cat dog stretches with this now. So arch the back, roll it forward, arch the back, roll it forward. Lovely stuff. Let's walk those hands to our feet. So we're back up standing. So hopefully you felt that in a good way between the shoulder blades. There's a lot of work there. Okay, so nice and loose, shake it out. Kick out through the legs. So we're just going to do a lovely little roll down like we did at the start. But hopefully you're feeling a little bit looser. So, breathing in, chin to chest, down you go. Hang out at the bottom, take a breath in, and press through the feet, stack up through the spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And again, breath in, down you go, nice and loose. Down here now, just twist to the left side a bit. And then twist around to the right side. Back to the center, breath in, and stack up through the spine. all the way up, shoulders back, chin tucked in. Okay, so from here we're going to reach to the ceiling. So breath in, stretch, 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 and flop. And again, breathing in on the way up. Reach, 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 and flop. And one more. And flop. And slowly stack yourselves up, all the way up. Shoulders back, chin tucked in, and we're done. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed that. See you all again soon.